In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up email accounts and check your email accounts using your cPanel. This is for cPanel hosting, of course. Okay, so what you want to do is sign into your cPanel. That's usually your domain name /cPanel. Then you'll have to log in with the username and password that you were given for your hosting account. Alright, and then somewhere on here you'll see mail, and in there you'll see email accounts. Now there are lots of different layouts for cPanel. Yours may not look anything like this, but there will be a section for mail and there will be a section for email accounts. So click on email accounts. Okay, and then up at the top here you have a drop-down list of any domains you have on your server. So you can go through and pick any that you have. If you only have one domain name, of course, it's going to default right here. And then you just give it the email address you want at the domain name. So let's say info. And then you need to give it a password. Now you can use the password generator if you want, and it gives you a strong password here. So you can copy that until you saved and copied the password into a safe place, and you should do that. Here you can give it a mailbox quota, so many megabytes or unlimited. I'm going to leave it like that and create the account. Okay, so at this point our account has been created. Okay, and then down below you'll see that all of your email accounts are down here. Here's the one we just created. Now we have different things we can do here. We can change the password, we can change the quota, we can delete it, and if we click on more here, we can access webmail or configure an email client. Now if we click configure email client, it brings us up another screen like this. Now there are several auto configs you can use here for different email clients. So these are the desktop clients you have on your computer. So if you see the one you have in here, you can just click on it. Okay, so it creates a file for us, and then we can download this and we can double click on it and our email client will open it and the email will appear there. Now if it's not in here, you have down here manual settings. So you can take all this, well you can just do it from here. You open up your email client and then you put in the appropriate parameters. Let's go put this into Windows Mail. So this is just an example. So what you want to do now is go to Accounts and then click on Email. Okay, so we put our email address in here. Okay, now our password. So we save that here. Or I saved it in a notepad so I know where it was. Paste that in here. Okay, display name for your sent message. So you can put your own name here, whatever you like. Okay, and if we want to make it our default email address, you click here. And we are going to need to manually configure our server settings because this is a custom server. Okay, click Next. Server type, POP or IMAP. IMAP will synchronize your email with your server on all your devices. We're just going to set up a simple POP email. So let's go back here. Our username is right here. So copy this. And that goes to here. The username. And then the server address. So incoming mail server is here. And take note of any port for the incoming server. If it does have a port, you need to use it. You see the outgoing have ports. But the incoming means it's going to use the default since it's not specifying a port. Okay, so we can put server address. And it doesn't say it requires a secure connection. If we want to use a secure connection, then we have to use this one, the SSL. Okay, and then back again. Next, we have our server address for our outgoing email, which is actually the same. If you look here, outgoing mail server is the same, but requires authentication and uses port 25. Okay, so paste that in there again. Requires authentication, not that one. Requires authentication, uses port 25. Okay, if we're going to use SSL, again, we can use the outgoing SSL server, and we can put this in there. Okay, so back we go. Click Next, and it has now created the email account for us. Okay, now if you look down the left-hand side, there's our email. And now let's just go home to the home, and let's create a new email. So email message. So test it out by sending an email to another email account, and then do the reverse send from the other email account to this account and make sure it works. And if you set it up just like I showed you, it will work. Okay, so that's how you can set up your own email accounts and how you can set your client to retrieve that email.